How goes it, everyone? Corey James here. Do you believe in monsters? Because apparently our ancient ancestors did. Fantastic beasts, hybrid creatures, and reptilian beings depicted throughout the ancient world. However, they didn't call them monsters. They called them gods. But were they real? An incredible question for sure, but also a very relevant one, because here's the thing. Although today we call such things myths and legends, the reality is, to our ancient ancestors, it was truth. And these gods were very much real. So who do we believe? Those who wrote the stories and carved the monsters, or those who found and transcribed them thousands of years later? Let's get to it. Human bodies with animal heads, animal bodies with human heads, hybrid creatures, giant lizards, blue skin, green skin, whatever the hell that is. Our ancient ancestors depicted some pretty wild things that even I have to admit couldn't possibly be real. But here's the thing that bothers me. If these are all just symbolic representations of mythological creatures and deities, why do they look so similar? Think about it. Many of these ancient civilizations were separated by hundreds of years and thousands of miles, yet somehow they not only conjured up the same fantastic beasts, but in many cases associated them with similar myths and legends. Now, many people would explain this as a coincidence, or simply associating a god and their abilities to an animal, like the god of the sky could fly, so give him wings and a bird head. A perfectly rational and logical explanation until you realize it doesn't always work that way. For example, in ancient Mesopotamia, we have the Sumerian god Enlil, who is the god of wind, air, earth, and storms. So according to our explanation, he would look like this. But the reality is, he looks like this. Or what about his brother, Enki, who is the god of the subterranean, fresh water, and the ocean? So you would imagine he looks like this, but instead, he looks like this. Or what about in ancient Egypt, where we have gods with bird heads, yet they have nothing to do with the air or flying, or even birds for that matter? Or what about this? And this, and this. These are some of our oldest known artifacts, dating back over 8,000 years, before writing even existed. What possible reason could there have been to make these? And again, how is it that they all look so similar?
When you go into mythology, when you go into the Star People tales, when you go into the Anunnaki, it is the sameness, the similarity around the planet that makes you say something has to be responsible for the same dreams, the same mythology, the same idea that life came from the stars.
It is a crazy question to ponder, yes, but a valid one as well, because we see way too many similarities for this all to be a coincidence, and we've shown that the rational explanation doesn't always work. Now, I totally understand that the alternative to the rational is pretty freaking fantastic, but that doesn't necessarily mean it isn't true, or at least to some degree based on truth. Or maybe it's just me. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. What do you think? How's it going, everybody? Corey James here. Just wanted to say thank you for checking out the video. I very much hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, do the little guy a favor. Hit the buttons, the like, the subscribe. If you're feeling a little frisky, hit that notification bell. Leave me some comments, suggestions on future videos. Do it all. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.